Hello and welcome to another adventure of Esh's Kitchen. And tonight we're going to be making a one-pot Velveeta Taco Pasta. And right now we're heating up a Dutch oven. And I've already put in some olive oil that's been infused with garlic. And this is local to Texas from the olive oil company just down the street. And we've got the pot heated. The olive oil is ready, and we're going to be using 1 pound of ground beef. And what you want to do is heat it up first and get it nice and brown. And I have this on medium-high heat. Break it up a little bit here. Alright, so I'm going to let this side brown up. And then we're going to flip it over and do the other side. And when we do that, we're also going to add some onions to the pot as well. Alright, let's get the other side nice and brown. Now we are using 80-20 for the ground beef. So there's not a lot of grease coming out or anything like that, which is nice. If you were using like a 70-30 or just regular ground beef, you may want to drain it. That is up to you. Alright, while this is cooking, we're going to add some onion here in a minute. There we go. And this is a medium onion that has been cut up. And it's just a regular white onion. And I'm also going to add some more garlic. And it's about 2 cloves of garlic. We'll add that once the onion is fully cooked. Alright, let's go ahead and add the looks like it's ready for the garlic, so we'll go ahead and add that. Alright, adding the garlic. And we're going to stir that in and cook it for about 30 seconds or so. Make sure to scrape all the bottom, get all that up. Alright, now what you want to do is you want to add your seasoning. So for this, we're going to use some chili powder. some cumin, some paprika, some garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. And I've already added all that in here. Add a little bit more paprika. And I'm using smoked paprika as well. Gives it a little bit more of a smoky flavor. Alright, once you get all that nice and coated, we're going to add in the Rotel and 3 cups of beef broth. Now with this Rotel, I also added some salsa. And get that in there. I'm going to do 3 cups of beef broth. And I pre-measured this. There we go. What you're going to do is get that nice and stirred in. And we're going to bring this to a boil. Alright, now that it's boiling, we're going to go ahead and add some medium shells. What you can do is once you see, how much you need, maybe add some additional water or chicken broth. Alright, once you have the shells in place, give it a good stir, mix it up. And then we're going to lower the temperature to medium-low. Let it cook. Covered for about 12 to 15 minutes, depending on how fast the pasta cooks. So we'll go ahead and put the lid on, lower it down, then we'll come back and check it in about 12 minutes or so. Alright, it's been about 13 minutes or so. And what we want to do while we're still cooking this is I want to add some black beans. Let me go ahead and add those. Give that a good stir. And that's 1 can of black beans that I went ahead and drained because we have enough liquid already. And next I'm going to add 8 ounces of Velveeta and 1 cup of Monterey Jack. That way it gets it good and mixed in. And I'm going to go ahead and cover it for a few more minutes while that cooks up. Alright, I covered it for a few minutes to help break this down. But now you want to stir this to make sure all the cheese gets melted. And if it doesn't look like it's enough cheese, you can always add more cheese. You can also add some cream cheese to this as well, if you like. The nice thing is this will all melt down, and it will get thicker as it sits as well. Alright, now this is good and mixed. Appears all the cheese is melted. Just a little bit more there. Now what you can do is you put this in a bowl, put some tortilla chips on top, some sour cream, and you've got yourself an easy dinner. And plenty of leftovers for the week as well. Alright, hope you enjoyed watching the One-Pot Velveeta Pasta with some ground beef and black beans. And stay tuned for the next one.